Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. We are back. We are playing some baseball. Hope everyone is doing well.
Here in Atlanta with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Ninth inning here with one away. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Back to right. Makes the grab. Runners tag up from second and third. To third now, but he's safe as a run scores on the play.
Well, that's a quality.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Michael Altman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That's to third.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. New pitcher for the Braves, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
How's it going, Nick?
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The other way.
Oh,
fair
fuck.
ball. Headed for the plate.
That's not good.
He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. No outs. Runner at first. Austin Shenton now at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. One on, nobody out. A run in. And here in extra innings.
Yo, that's not good either.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Foscue stands in now and watches strike one.
Oh,
Here's
fuck
a swing
me.
and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 3-run homer. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's
Yeah, this guy
9-5.
sucks. I wanted to try him.
Veen
He sucks.
in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
No need to
Yeah, nice recovery after giving up 4 runs.
Just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
That one fouled off.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on here in extra innings. in there at the knees. And a count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, we're not winning this.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Altman back to work. Ball 1 there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Oh, that goes bye-bye.
Way back, and it's gone. They'll circle the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 9-7. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering popped in the air, right field.
Nope.
Puts it away for the out. So digging in, Eli White. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Drop. Damn.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Nope.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rockies even this series up in a game apiece.
Failed. Oy.
Back here in St. Louis, welcome in. We're in the 8th. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. The Braves putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. And Singy, they had high expectations coming into the year, and so far they look the part. New inning getting started. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. His 13th home run of the season. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up. Ryan Borucki taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Sometimes it does happen.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. There's a swing and a drive.
Uh-oh.
That one opts against the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next for Atlanta,
Money Mike.
Michael Harris II. He's already homered in this game. Up the middle. Whips it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And here comes
Ozzy.
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second.
Drake Baldwin.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Hit on the ground by B2. Here's Win for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Damn.
Braves get 1 on the big fly. Ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back for the bottom of the 9th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to get it started. Pedro Pajes.
Just looking to get on here. Give them something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
Pedro
comes on trying to
Paez.
close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
1-run game, bottom 9. And that's way high. Now 1-2.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, once I get into my actual franchise, this is not franchise. This is called March to October. When I start my franchise, I will have myself.
And the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now batting Michael Ciani. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good
strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in, and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's
Brendan
hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Swing, high fly ball, well struck.
He's got it.
Ball game, and the Braves claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. They're cementing themselves as one of the top teams in the league. Another W in this one.
Great play just about every single game from them, and it's really been impressive. I think we might be witnessing something really special here.
The Yankees. I hate the Yankees. Yankees are the favorite team, though, of your favorite RPer, Nick.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB.
And by your favorite RPer, of course, I mean Stephanie.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third.
He's out.
The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3. Bottom of the first, and now Ronald Acuna Jr. Hot shot to third. Slings it across. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air.
Nope.
Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. And
Nah. But they're not my favorite team.
To the top of the order now.
The Braves are my favorite team.
Jr.
I don't really like any Pittsburgh team.
0 for 2 in this one. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Damn. I am not having a good game. I mean, I'm getting good cuts on the ball.
Now. Hampton back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got
like I'm killing it. It's just
that's so
wrong spot.
frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and you're just going to have to sit on it.
Acuna in the box now. Takes strike 1. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Rips 1 to right, and foul ball.
Casey still cracks jokes at her attempts for the more risque RPs and how bad her and John were when they would try to do them together.
Runners tagging from second and third. A big run scores on the sac fly. They lead it in the 8th.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Because let's be honest, John was kind of the male version of Steph. Although Sal thinks Steph is probably a guy. But we don't know. For sure, so. It's plausible. But yeah, John was not a good art.
This opportunity is once in a life.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's the second baseman, Ji-Hwan Bae. That misses, and that's ball one.
I didn't really care for most of his characters either.
Getting settled in, he's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone.
But there's a lot of characters over time that I did not really care for that I
That's
did
a
push.
base hit, run scores.
Like, I never really cared for the
First
Wright
and
brothers.
second, no
To me,
outs.
they
At
screamed
the plate,
Walker ripoffs.
Sean Murphy. And there's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-0. Here's Jared Kelenic. Move to second, and he's back in easily. First and second here, no outs.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Fly ball to right. Laureano.
Wait, no.
Snags
What
it.
the fuck?
Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off.
Yeah, that's screwed up. I was trying to go back, and it was just
Now in for
making
the
me go
Braves,
forward no matter what I
Ji-Hwan Bae.
pressed. Whatever.
Inside, almost got him.
1-0.
Yeah, I was not a big Wright brothers fan.
Nope. Ball two.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's where it looks
Nothing
like you
against the
swing
guy,
at
though,
it,
that was
little
Scott
broken
Wright,
back,
because that was
you
AJ
jog back to the
Styles. That was
dugout.
Jared. And, you know,
Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody on. Nobody
God,
out.
John,
The run
John
in.
annoyed
We're
me
in
with.
the top half
He
of
ran
inning number
Orton
3.
into the ground.
On the ground,
Because
right
I would tell
side,
him,
Rogers
I'm like,
fires over to first.
don't do
And
this,
one
this,
away
or
at the top of the
this.
third. One out, bases
Because it
empty.
makes
So
your
now to
character
the plate
look
for
bad.
Atlanta,
And
Ji-Hwan Bae.
it was like a girl character
Bae,
comes in, and he,
26
right there
years
he
old.
is, like
He
a
joined the
freaking
team
dog
as a
in
free
heat.
agent. Here's a high fly ball.
Yeah,
out to
well,
center.
so Jared,
McCormick
I
makes the
never had a
catch.
problem with Jared,
And it's
other
two
than the
down.
fact that
Bottom of
he
the
made the
sixth
one
inning,
girl
and
character
stepping in for the
Envy
Astros, Yair
O'Reilly or
Diaz.
something like that. And
On the ground.
that was a face that scared me.
On to
Like,
first.
I did not find her
One
the
down.
least bit
Holmes, with a
attractive.
stellar run lately on the mound, really
And I
carving
remember
up
Zoe
lineups.
used to crack jokes to me about it.
And
Because
he
Zoe
grounds one
was
to
the
the
one
right
doing the
side.
picks at the time.
Slings
And
to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out. in the
she's
eighth.
like, yeah, you should try looking
Now
up
it's
that
Brendan
girl.
Rodgers.
Because apparently she was like a hardcore
The
porn star.
tying run at the plate, and a sac bunt here. Olsen to second. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection.
So,
this game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
yeah, I remember that. But Davey liked Jared. So Davey used to kind of yip at me to make sure that Jared got pushed. But John used to just kill his own. John would self-inflicted gunshot wounds all the time on his characters. I hated the Envy character. Oh, it drove me. That was one of those characters I would intentionally try to put on a different brand because I did not like her. I did not find the face at all remotely attractive.
Sponsor of this broadcast, offering chemical solutions to everyday problems. What kind of solutions?
I did not understand the character at all.
That's down, one op's off the wall. Around first,
like I couldn't get behind it at all.
Starts the afternoon off right with a double. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Line, and that's a base knock. Now he turns for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Swing, soft line drive. Throw behind the runner and doubled off. Runner at second, one away. And now the center fielder, Spencer Jones. Now the payoff pitch. Line drive to right. Pulls that one down. Runner tags
to a point, having a good face doesn't hurt. Doesn't always matter. There's a lot of faces that I pushed, or characters I didn't really care for, but I still pushed them.
Cracked a double the first time at bat.
There's characters that I am high on, and there's characters that I sour on, too. Like, it happens.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2. The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. That's off the mark. And now 3-0.
Like, I pushed the hell out of, for a little bit there, for not long, but a little bit.
Right
I gave Shane Axe
he's trying to own the
a push.
Inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs.
Why? Because
inside.
it amused me doing
inside.
stuff in segments. The
Nice
Axe Man.
That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup.
So it amused me. So I gave him a push and
swings and misses.
feuded with Tony Johnson.
Up to the heater. One down.
Oh God! Don't use Lyra. Oh, that. Oh, she
this
is
one to right. It falls
fugly.
in, and that's a hit. That one was
no, but
right down the middle,
sometimes it doesn't matter. Like you could ask Cry this.
They have some options about
I
how to attack.
hate Page with a passion.
Out to center, going back pretty deep.
But yet, Cry all the belts. Started with Cry used Page. Cry just changed it to Becky Lynch, like in the last little couple months. And then she changed because she kind of got tired of Page. And I always crack jokes on Page, but I gave Cry that big push using that face.
3-2 the final score. So they hang on to win it by a run. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show,
I don't like her. The tattoos. I'm not into girls with tattoos. Like 1 or 2 I can handle, but her tattoos are terrible. And you know, obviously she had the sex stuff come out too, and yeah, that's just blah. No, not trading Verdugo. That's right. You do use her for Amberly. No. But it's a face so that I don't hold it
Here in
against.
Atlanta, John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. Digging in, Michael Harris II. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Plus, you know,
throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Now the Diamondbacks. Ryan Thompson comes on now.
These are the spots relievers
I don't know what the hell
really
happened
make a
on
name
that.
for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Gurriel handles the. Well, one-run
Apparently
game.
I wasn't paying
Ketel
attention.
Marte up to the plate. Stroman back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these D-backs
that's true.
showing great discipline.
Although
at the
that might be
plate,
worse,
and patience
in a way.
definitely seems to be the name of their
NXT
game
page
in
is
this
the one that
one
made
thing
the
that
sex
really
tape.
stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%.
No
but
pre-tattoos.
they're at less than 20% right now. It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
But that stuff is why Cry and Aaron Flynn got put together. When that stuff all came out, that was Cry's idea to put them together.
Fouled off left side.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in quickly.
And like I've come up with ideas. I haven't ran them past Cry, but
really good swing right there.
I actually have ideas that I came up with
just a tad bit longer,
where I
and he hit the
might
ball on the screws.
like I in my head, because Cry is supposed to be the
to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
oh
Just
yeah.
barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all.
She's supposed to be the witchcraft baby between Jerome Morris and Flame.
This game open.
And that is out of play.
And I kind of had thought about maybe Jerome Morris should not be the dad. But that would undo a lot of stuff, though. That's why I kind of dropped it. The idea. Because, like, you know, she has her, she's, the whole stable's tied to the Morris family. Michelle Morris, Abigail Morris.
And prevent that run from
So,
scoring.
if I take that away, then that ruins the stable. And I'm not making Ron Morris the daddy.
Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a foul out of play.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul.
Because Rome will never be back.
All loaded up.
Rome is gone.
Top of the 8th. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in on the play. So bases loaded with one away. Jordan Lawler will hit next. And that one fouled off. Carroll, the runner at third. Del Castillo over at second. Smith over at first, so one away. Right through there, got him. Huge strikeout there. Here's Cody Hosey. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 outs. And fouled off.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
On the ground, right side. Albies throws to first in time. That ends the And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Sean Murphy. That one hit to right. Carroll makes the grab. One up, one down. Here's Jared Kelenic. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And there's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know,
I'm confused on that one.
Find a way to manufacture that run from first. It feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Because Deborah was Deborah Brazier first, I believe.
Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the runner stays where he is. Now Justin Martinez takes over on the mound.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around. So this
now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-7. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need
Yeah,
much time in the
I am
box to
terrible
make
with the
an impact.
names. Like,
Could be a big moment
I
for
always
him right
pronounce
here. He's sitting on 999
the one character.
hits.
I still pronounce it Ty Cooper or Tay Cooper. Tay Cooper. Always pronounced it Tay Cooper. And Davey corrected me and said it is Ty Cooper.
And that is his 1,000th major league hit. A nice moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. New pitcher on now, Gregory Soto.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free
So yes,
passes
I
this
am
year.
not the greatest with
Ozuna
names.
in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
But
This one's
man, I am hitting home runs like ain't nobody's business.
They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His
Oh,
14th
okay.
Of the year.
That was a
It's
long time ago.
10-7. That one just sounded
So
different.
originally,
Loudest moment yet, man. My ears are ringing. I can feel that swing.
Ron Morris and Helena
Next to hit takes ball 1.
were supposed to be like that. Like, because that Ron Morris, when I originally came up with Ron Morris was supposed to be a 100% complete parody of Rome.
That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And it was me making fun of Rome, which Rome knew this.
Swing and a base hit.
And Ron and Helena were supposed to be brother and sister,
Just so
as well
sound
as
in his mechanics. Hits against
boyfriend
the
and
firm front
girlfriend.
side, and the hands just continue
And
to
the idea
carry
was they
through.
weren't going to be blood brother and sister, though. Helena was going to be adopted.
Throw, save.
But that was the idea. And
Second
Zoe,
to two
who I got to play the original Helena, talked me out of it and said,
Line
just make them
drive.
husband and wife.
Jones brings it in, and that's
So,
the inning.
that's what we
But
did.
9 batters hit. 5 come around to score. Back at Truist Park. And now here is
But yeah, that's why the original Ron was Cody Deaner from early TNA, when he had the mullet and like the crazy mustache and everything. Like it was making
so
fun
they
of
turn
Ron.
to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And that drops in for a strike.
Like back when we used to play, this was back before the falling out, back when we would play, like this is 2K, I want to say like
whatever it takes to get on base.
And that's a
17, 2K17, 2K18, something like that. We used to play it all the time. I made up a Ron Morris character, and it was OG Ron Morris. And he literally, like, I had for his shirt, like, earlobes, because Rome used to always talk about earlobes. And, like,
Well, the leadoff man gets
like
on.
just
You want to minimize
any way
the
I
threat
could
by playing
kind of poke at it, because Rome
defense.
couldn't beat me in
Hopefully, if you can
2K.
get a ball on the ground and they
So
can
he
go
literally
for
came
two.
to the ring wearing the shirt that said, "I own the Rome."
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief
'Cause,
because
like,
he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play.
Like,
that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there. And
that
deal
kind of
with the next
stuff drove him crazy. And in a way, I regret changing Jerome Morris into the
That
Rome.
wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's
That was my
much
call.
easier to do
I am the one who
damage
did that.
against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch
Because it
was.
went to his head.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Like, he was really starting to believe that he was the character.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single.
Because, like, we would meet people,
So they haven't been able to move that runner up.
like, people would come in chat parties with us, and he would tell them that, and he would roll his R while doing it, that he is the Rome daddy.
Iglesias is just 1 strike away. Albies on the first, ball game. And the Braves win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
So, yeah, it really went to his head.
Back here in Milwaukee, we're in the 8th with 1 batter out. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton here in the booth. 1 down. Ozzie Albies. Nick, runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second and great jump. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run is second. Swing at a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And it's an RBI single tie game here in the 8th. So here's Murphy now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fought off foul. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
Ball. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. And that'll get down for a hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right.
On the mound now, Yoel Payams.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now at the plate, Eli White. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 2 down. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Yastrzemski. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the 3rd baseman, Joseph Ortiz. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Out towards left center. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. In there for strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is real.
Here comes the manager out. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Joe Jimenez. On for his 20th appearance of the year. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Left field. And that is the inning. Nothing to it. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Ions back to work. This one in the air, right field. Freeland.
Drop. Nope.
Makes the grab. And there's one away. Here's Acuna now. That one the other way. That's a base hit.
Yeah, I almost got all of the results moved over. I still got a lot of shit to move, but I do have results almost done.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
All I have left, I'm working on, and all of SKCW stuff is done. I'm in KSCWE now. I'm working on Nitro. Then I just got to do the sideshows and WHW.
Blasted it through the infield. Now that
And
sets
I'll
up
be
a
done.
huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And that one fouled off.
With that portion, like I said, I got the other sites.
Way inside. Gets away. Both runners move up. 2 in scoring position now. And that takes away the double play. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance.
Gone.
Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-5.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence.
I didn't know if that was getting out,
the results.
but it did.
Abner Uribe will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Ji-Hwan Bae. High fly ball down the left field line. Yastrzemski on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
Mets are in last place. Holy crap.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that'll do
They were projected to finish second place.
But the biggest swing of the inning comes right on homer. It's now 8-5. You're dialed into the show. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Raisel Iglesias on to try and close it out.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Got him. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. Just missed. Iglesias measures 6 feet 2 inches, 36 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
2 balls, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Terrain.
No ball.
Now at the plate
One
as he
strike.
swings through strike one. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves make it 6 straight victories.
Happily take that win.
Back here in Philadelphia, we're in the 8th with 1 man out. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton here in the booth. Alec Bohm swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home.
Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
The tying run is 90 feet away. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to Olsen. That ends the inning. Now into the ball game on defense, Brandon Marsh. He'll be out in left field. Here's Sean Murphy. And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Trevor Richards getting ready to go. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. In the air, right field, puts it away for the out. Eli White getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Runner takes off, pitches high. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Foul ball there. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Runner breaks for third. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Up foul territory behind the plate. Marchand makes the catch, and that. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and now the switch hitting Raisel Iglesias comes out trying to close it out.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity, because that's when he pitches his best.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him. 1 gone here.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Just missed the inside corner. Ball 1. One down. Phillies down a run. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got it. Swinging for the K. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Rojas in the box now. Takes strike 1. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Nick, I don't know if you're still here or not, but one of the other things moving all the old results, reading through all the different character parodies we did over the years. A lot of those. Yeah, of course. Knew that was coming up at some point.
Here in Atlanta, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. The Braves are in a strong position about halfway into the year as they're contending for a postseason spot. This is about what we expected of them, Singy, and they've done well.
For sure. It's one thing to have high expectations coming into the year, but then you got to go out there and back it up. They're showing that they're for real.
Wood in the box now. No balls and a strike.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And they'll do it again.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. White balls it in for the out. And it's 2 down. And now it's Luis Garcia. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. The Nationals still looking for their first hit in this one. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Holmes back to work. To the right side. Albies on to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And now it's Juan Yepez. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Berg, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Goes down looking. Inside. And that's ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times, just avoiding.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not in
your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out at my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
The Braves up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Set down on strikes. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And a foul ball.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Smoked on the ground a second. And he's
boom!
Perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
Well, it was a performance for the ages, Singy. He completes the perfect game and joins a select list in baseball history.
He was as good as it gets in this one, Boog. Totally in control and dominant from the first pitch right to the very last. And I don't know about you, but I feel lucky to have watched it. And just congratulations to this guy on a remarkable achievement. And I think this is going to be a big lift for him and his team going forward.
All right, here we go.
Back here in San Francisco. Welcome in. We're in the eighth. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. The Braves are in a strong position about halfway into the year as they're contending for a postseason spot. This is about what we expected of them, Singy, and they've done well.
For sure. It's one thing to have high expectations coming into the year, but then you got to go out there and back it up. They're showing that they're for real.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sam Hentges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away. Here's Elliot Ramos. 1 for 3. Missed inside with the curve. Hentges, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings through that one for strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. There's a strike.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Way inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Slice down the right side. Lifted in the air out to left. Kelnick makes the play, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. Webb back to work. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field.
I thought that was going to
drop.
drop.
It away for the out. And there's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
On to O'Hearn. Great.
Why'd they pinch run?
It's down to their final out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants get a shutout on the mound. Singy, they got the L today, but I don't think that dents their status as contenders all that much.
No, I agree. I don't think it would very much either, Boog. They've won enough that you can probably chalk this one up as just one of those fluke games. I mean, they've got some work to do the rest of the way for sure, but they're going to be there at the end. I'm pretty much betting that.
See, I'm tempted to do that trade right there. I don't want to give a bummer. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. I feel like I need another.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Off balance speed, there's one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Second inning set to go. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. That's to third, Mauricio. One up, one down. One out, runner at second. And next for Atlanta, Ronnie Mauricio. He's 0 for 1. Into center and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
And that one gets away at the plate. Mauricio into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. 1-2 now. Ground ball right side, Massey. And Olsen is set down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And a base hit knocks in a run. Michael Massey now at the plate. 0-1. Here goes the runner. On the ground to third. Zips it across. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one ripped. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Matt Olson down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
On the ground to third, might be 2. Slings to second, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Again, I don't know why I stopped running. It doesn't matter. But
with nobody on.
Yeah.
Ronnie Mauricio next up for the Braves. And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
He was all over that one. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance.
Runner takes off for 3rd. In the air, right side, Waters. That is the inning. 1 left. At the plate, Ronnie Mauricio, a switch hitter batting right. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Marcelo Zuna. In the air, right side of the infield. Massey. And that will end the inning.
Oh, wait, they changed my lineup again. Why do they keep fucking with my lineup?
Truist Park. Welcome in John Shambi and Chris Singleton. We've got one out here in inning number 7. The first one to Ozuna is fouled off to the right.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And here it comes. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. So here's Murphy now. Swing and a foul out of play.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Slap the other way, foul.
They are really high on the Brewers.
2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez. 25th appearance of the year for him. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Big
Didn't
Joe.
take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to Olsen. That's 2. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's been a great free agent side. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is downstairs. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he bottom of the inning. And now Eli White. Green back to work. Late on that fastball.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything on speed right here.
On the ground, De La Cruz. Throw, picked it first, got him.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
In the air, left field, down the line. Steer on the run towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the... And we're back. We go to the ninth. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch just misses.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Steer swings through it for strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. And that skips into dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. One out, bases empty. Fades another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that's...
Now one out to right. Acuna sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. So bottom of the ninth, here is Ozzie Albies up to him. And fouled off. Hard hit left side. Toss to Naylor. One out, bottom of the ninth. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some. Oh, this one's plastic. High and deep. It's
that's a ball game.
Absolute smash to left. And the Braves walk it off for the win.
I will take that. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here for today. We'll be back probably on the weekend. Catch you guys then.